I'm ruined, I thought. Right as I was retiring from the Army, my tenant of 11 years had said she'd wanted to move out, so I'd made the trip to Virginia to get the house ready to sell. I hadn't been back to the house in about 10 years because I'd been stationed overseas, but my tenant assured me that, quote, I took great care of your place for you. Oh, the irony of that statement. The fossilized mouse turds on the floor and the 6-month-old cauterized Hot Pocket bits all over the microwave perfectly described the rest of the house. This woman had been living this way with 4 kids, children whose immune systems must be among the most powerful on Earth. I spent about a week working 20-plus hours a day, attempting to make any kind of headway. All the way over in Illinois, my parents and pregnant wife saw my desperation, packed the car and van with tools, equipment, and kitchen stuff, taught the cat how to drive a stick shift, and drove across the country to help. Mom spent so much time on her hands and knees painting, making lists and planning and organizing trips to Lowe's and grocery stores that it's amazing she had time for anything else. I didn't see it, but Mom said she cried when she arrived and saw the house because she remembered when it looked nice and was occupied by my kids. She prepared all their meals without a stove, oven, sink, or countertops since the kitchen was gutted. Dad spent a whole lot of time eating the meals Mom made and drinking all of my beer. I can't think of much else he helped with. Well, except the bathroom and the kitchen plumbing. All of which he did pretty much by himself, since all of us had our hands tied with other stuff. Cutting holes in the counter we installed, installing and wiring appliances, repairing gaping holes in drywall, pressure washing the entire house, maxing out my credit card at Lowe's, etc. It's also because of his careful planning that we had pretty much every tool and piece of equipment we needed without having to buy anything, which necessitated him somehow fitting it all into the van. Jackie was crippled by morning sickness and a sprained ankle, but still put 4 coats of paint on every cabinet and piece of trim in the house. And when she'd seen how desperate I was, she'd said the most romantic words I'd ever heard. Don't worry, you can have all my money. We didn't have time to remodel, just renew, but what a difference. Thorough cleaning, lots of paint, and a little extra attention where it mattered, such as in the kitchen, made all the difference. Simple, seemingly minor things like fitting strips of wood to act as molding really add a lot. The cabinets, without that simple addition, look like they're just thrown up on the walls as an afterthought. But adding molding in this way makes the room look like there was a little planning involved. It's just a much more finished look. Mom and Dad taught me as a child what we applied there in Virginia. This has to be done, so let's do it. And we did. We rested when we needed to. We ate in the garage and slept on the floor. We goofed around in the evenings. Probably even had a fight or two. My family's been known to do that from time to time. I spent around $11,000 on light fixtures, countertops, kitchen appliances, having the walls painted and floors carpeted. The house sold 2 weeks later at market value, and that chapter of my life was finally over. That whirlwind 3 weeks of working on that house together will be a memory I'll carry around with me for the rest of my life. I could never have done it without you.